Hey everybody, this is Joe Dunnigan with Heroes of Rock, and I'm coming to you today. This is going to be a short video, and basically I've been working on Eruption by Eddie Van Halen, of course, and the song is broken down into what I call 5 phases, and today I'm working on phase 1, which basically is the intro part where he goes, Alex Van Halen does a So I am obviously not up to speed and it's very sloppy, but I have never attempted to learn this solo in almost 50 years. This solo is what inspired me to learn how to play guitar. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to basically break down what I've learned about this first phase so far. I'm going to try to play it faster and neater in this video if I can. I'm thinking it's going to take me a few months to really get this down, working on it daily. So the song, first of all, is the intro where Alex Van Halen does this. So he does the drum intro, and then Eddie Van Halen does this. It's really cool. He does a slide up to do a slide down into the A chord. This, right? So he goes. So that first part is the slide. What? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So what I've learned about that barrage, and he's actually going about this fast. I got to clean it up, but I'm getting the speed. It's sloppy. And so out of that barrage, he does this note. It's 5th fret, rolling from the 2nd string to the 1st string. But you don't want that other string to ring out. So he does this. He does the roll. It's that whole lick right there. So what Eddie Van Halen is doing is he does the 3 times. On the 4th time, he does this. It's doing the same thing, except he's coming out this way. He does a quick hammer on. And then he does but it's a lot faster than that. Like I said, it's going to take me a while to get it up to speed. After that part, and then he does. So he does this part. Oops. So it's been about a week since I started learning how to play this. And I want to thank Joshua Jones. He's one of my Facebook friends. I told you about him on the last video. Guy's an incredible guitar player, and he knows how to play this thing up to speed. And he's a dynamic guitar player, and I'm going to trust that he has learned it the right way. Oh, and by the way, this part right here where it goes. He actually does a chicken picking with his middle finger. It's basically simulating this. It would be doing, but it's going to be quicker to go. I'm getting, once I get warmed up, and I'm not very warmed up, so. So if you look at my, see how I'm chicken picking with my middle finger right here? Right? My right hand is doing this. I'm sorry, left hand. So, and I promise from the last video, I will make sure I turn the guitar knob down so it's not bleeding over all the time. But that's what I've worked on so far. I'm getting faster. I'm also working on the second phrase being the part where he goes. This one is a tongue twister for me. Because I'll tell you something about my playing. So I've always had an issue with my ring finger on my left hand. Years ago, probably 30 years ago, I fell on my elbow and also broke something like 2 or 3 ribs. I was in agony. I remember that. And I for the longest time, I actually had like impulses, electrical impulses. You know the nerve pulses sometimes like running down my arm, and I have never been able to make do a regular. There's a trill. There's actually a trill in the song where he goes, I can't do it very fast. That's my first. That's just my second finger. But I am working on it. It's one of those things that I just kind of ignored through the years. So I'm going to go ahead and work on it. But at any rate, so I've just had trouble with my left hand, being very fast, and I haven't been that great of a picker. So this has really made me dig in to both my picking and fretboard work. I'm really excited to do this video because it has inspired me to learn the very song that inspired me to want to learn how to play electric guitar. And it's been almost 50 years now. It's just crazy. I played in several bands. I've never wanted to be a road musician ever. But I've done some great things. I played in a band that played at Rocklahoma. That was with my band, Rough Justice. Hello to all my brothers out there from Rough Justice. And that was actually my second time in the band. I was an original member back in 1992 when I came home from Musicians Institute, and that's another story for another day. But this song, this song now at 60, I'm 63 years old now. So this song has kind of got me inspired after my my car wreck that I had 3 years ago. It damaged my left shoulder. I had to have surgery on this shoulder. It actually tore both shoulders. But I had surgery that repaired this one. I have no pain in my right shoulder whatsoever. But my left shoulder there for a long while, probably well over a year. I was suffering from shoulder pain that was probably like a 6 or a 7 on the Richter scale. So it was pretty painful for something that was a chronic pain. I tried steroid shots, that didn't work. Well, it did work one time. I take that back. But my surgeon, we elected to do the surgery. After surgery, I didn't do any physical therapy because it really wasn't that extensive of a surgery, but I was still in pain in my shoulder. And my now fiance was going to a chiropractor, and she just worked a miracle in my shoulder. And I've been pain free now for almost a year. Because it was a year ago that I started going to her chiropractor office in Dallas, Texas. And if she gives me permission, I will mention her name and her office, because you people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, she's amazing. I mean, she's a miracle worker. And so now, after my car wreck, what happened almost 3 years ago, it'll be 3 years ago in May, and now since I don't have any pain, I'm basically picking up the guitar again. I didn't have any calluses. I mean, it's not like I didn't pick my guitar up through the last 3 years. I just couldn't play for very long. And so when I would pick up the guitar, after a few minutes, I would get tired. My shoulder would hurt. I don't have that kind of pain anymore. So I'm just basically having to get myself back into guitar shape again. And that includes, getting the calluses again. And of course, get my fingers, back up to speed, get my picking back synced in with my left hand. And it takes me a good long while to really get warmed up. It takes me about an hour, it seems like. And then after an hour, I start playing a lot better. And especially this one lick that he does in that first phrase, where he hits on the 8th fret of the 3rd string, which is the blues note of the A pentatonic scale. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's using pentatonic licks, but he's also adding in some scale stuff in there. This, if I do technique correctly, where not a whole lot of motion going on here, just very subtle picking, I don't have to pick very hard. That's one thing. I've always been a very aggressive picker, and I've learned, especially in my old age, I'm not nearly as fast as I used to be, and I wasn't that fast in the first place. But I'm getting faster in my old age because I'm learning better technique. So it's 8th fret, 3rd string, chicken picking the open E string. I've got to learn how to get that quick. That's basically the lick. I just got to learn how to clean it up. At any rate, that's all I'm going to do today. I'll do a video here in the next few days, maybe, of the 2nd phrase, which is the and yeah, here's the tongue twister part right here. I'll show you this much anyway. So he does the That's the beginning of the second phrase. He does some really strange stuff. Eddie's got really strange technique, and he does his choice in scales or arpeggios that he uses. For instance, he does this scale coming out of the so it's and then he does this scale. And to be honest with you, I can't really tell you what scale this is. Because here's A right here. It's probably is that a flat 5? It sure is. So it's a flat 5. So he's starting on the flat 5, doing he's doing the minor 6, minor 7, and then that's the natural 7, the 1, and then the minor 3rd. So he's kind of mixing major and minor. Very strange scale to use, but when it's done really fast, you just know that he's doing something really fast. And then he does this a diminished thing. So anyway, I'll get into that on the next video. Until then, thank you for stopping by. Remember to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, all that YouTube stuff that you got to say to get your metrics up. And until then, thank you for coming to Heroes of Rock, and you guys have a blessed day. Bye.